something relatively new, but we won't put y'all on. Pop poetry, it was crafted from the block where the pop shots fly. Pop poetry is scripted in the trenches where this pen lives. And this is why we pop poetry and we laugh at your swag, cause we know it's not poetry. So get it understood from the depths of the hood. This is pop poetry. How do you measure swag? Dolce Gabbana, Dooney and Burke bags. I measure mine by the lines in my notepad. Go ahead and quote that. You want to stun them because your shoes match your tote bag? I want them like, I can't believe dude wrote that. I gotta rip these pen. Believe it or not, believe it or not. How do you measure swag? How many chicks you got? How much chips and whips you got? I measure mine by keeping my scripts high. My style was born someplace between St. Anne's and Melrose. Gazelles and shell toes, pierced nose, Lees, Levi's, the brain goes. Artists you call vandals, breakers ran in crews, and if Kid Capri was on the 1 and 2s, I could suicide windmill and end up on my running shoes. That's pop poetry. You get smacked on a block, say it's not poetry. From the block, see spoken words be pop poetry. The problem with hip hop is it forgot poetry. So whoever said that hip hop is not poetry, well that's the reason why hip hop is dead. But not poetry. And this is why pop poetry. Spoken words are always heard. Reach emotions, words that lead to each emotion. How do you measure swag? It's not poetry. So get it understood. In the depths of the hood. Talk. How do you measure swag? I mean, I recorded my first CD on cassette. Shout out to TDK and Maxell. I made my first tape in high school. How did that sell? Well, due to the fact I had to kick no slack for retail, and back then if somebody thought you was dope, it was real. They bought you, support you, no gas appeal. That's pop poetry. You get rocked on a block, you say it's not poetry. When pop shots fly, spoken words begot poetry. The problem with hip hop is it forgot poetry. Whoever say that hip hop is not poetry, well that's the reason hip hop is dead. Pop poetry, but not poetry. And we laugh at spoken words are always heard. Preach emotions, words that link to each emotion. How do you measure swag? Get it understood. My swamping opportunities our forefathers never had. Imagine if Kool Herc had GarageBand. Real rap. They sold tape from the back of vans. Our words can be heard in Pakistan. You understand? Yeah. See, the style you use is measured by digital friends and YouTube views. Dances, beats, followers, tweets. A gang of lames abusing the same technique. Poetry, the street heartbeat. That's pop poetry. That's that pop poetry. It's crafted from the block where they pop shots fly. You know, pop poetry. This that cream of the crop poetry. That dream from the top poetry. That never stop poetry. That make it rock poetry. That doodle brown doodle bop poetry. This that Diddy bop poetry. The city's top poetry. Just remember, Diddy's not poetry. This is my poetry. We get it hot. We make it rock. From the cell block to where pop drop. This is pop poetry. And we laugh at your swag. And we know that's not poetry. It's not poetry. Get it understood. Get it understood. From the depths of the hood. Depths of the hood. This that pop poetry. Give me that hustler spread. I dedicate this piece to every brother that ever hugged the corner. Every brother that had to do something against the Lord to feed his family. I dedicate this piece to all the brothers locked in themselves. This is Hustler's Prayer.
Holla.
My mind state migrates towards mental destruction. Dismissing a system full of legal obstruction. I am the epitome of heartache and misery. Demons and devils riot quietly inside of me. See, where I'm from, we don't make new friends. It all ends in the graves or the pens. It all depends.
Holla.
Let's start that over. My mind state migrates towards mental destruction. Dismissing a system full of legal obstruction. I am the epitome of poverty and misery. Demons and devils riot quietly inside me. Where I'm from, we don't make new friends. It all ends in the graves or the pens. It all depends. No sun rays when you raise from the bottom. Your best friend's dead because your best friend shot him. You can't find God here. But tell him it's hard here. So while we out here, say the Hustler's Prayer. Pray the Lord protective against them stick-up kids and detectives. Times is crucial. Plus this shit don't move like it used to. Being watched. So I gotta move when my troops do. Money's the code of survival, so I'm liable to have a few rivals. Nothing lasts forever, but this better. The trash cans, the stash can. Coming out smelling like a roster. Haters, they watch you. Instead of they clock you, ready to fill you with more shells than a box of pasta. Yeah. It's that Hustler's Prayer. Pray I never get caught. Pray I stay out of court. Pray my runners stop coming up short. This is all I know. Watching that cash flow under the streetlight glow. So just know, whichever way the economy go, my stash gon' grow. So I watch the spots and rooftops and I keep my associations adjacent, cause people don't take friendships in consideration when facing incarceration. Find them engaged with police with some serious conversation. Rivals even flipping, snitching to get you out. Gutters gritty in the inner city. So while we out here, say that Hustler's Prayer. Yeah, I mean, this beats a 9 to 5. This beats working at McDonald's. I mean, yeah, I got my own line working at McDonald's. But if it's hot, who gives a fuck? Long as the manager gets his cut, it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Knocks in my face, building up a case. I move with no haste just in case they mistake me while we out here. Say that Hustler's Prayer. You know, 20 below and it's slow. Rivals feel you need to go. Money ain't flowing, so they bitching, trigger finger itching. Any given moment, gun clapping can happen. So while we out here, we say that Hustler's Prayer.
It be like that sometimes. Bitches, punks, and snitches meet their fate, and fake people know their place. You see, there's justice here. Here in the gutter where water's more abundant than juice and soda because money don't grow on trees. You gotta get down crazy for these Lincolns and Drews. You gotta do what you gotta do when that rent's due. So what you do, you turn that trick. You make that hit, you hit that bitch if that money ain't right. It ain't the life we want, but it's the life we have. So we try to make it last as long as we can because the lifespan of these niggas and sticks don't reach half as people. And they speak of this Hustler's Prayer that brings solace in the dome, bring these hustlers home at night, keep that beef at bay. So they take these streets as shrines to try to find some kind of paradise in this hell we're living in. And the hood is listening carefully. So take precautions when you move through these inner city jungles and humble yourselves in the presence of these street kings before them things ring out. Before your homies bail and your organs hang out like hoodlums with no curfew. They do this for real out here. They edit lives for real out here. Take a few decades off your time out here and feel no remorse. Why them ghetto buzzers linger the air to pick at your remains? So pick a page of these hood scriptures and street proverbs and get acquainted with the do's and don'ts. There's rules to this shit. Violators won't go unpunished. To be out here from the cradle, it's like two decisions, so you need to let them things go. Anyone you perceive to have bad intentions, that's just the ways of the block. And when you start to squeeze, don't stop until that body drop, until you stop breathing. And when you on your last slump and you feel your soul leaving, remember your life. Remember the nights filled with coconut kush cups filled with cocoa, loso and shit. Hey, you remember that hit? You remember that trick? You remember that bitch you hit who knew that trick, who told them niggas it was you who took that brick? When your shell got hit, mind got clouded, vision got hazy. When you felt your soul leaving, your mind got hazy. Remember this prayer for hustlers and squares alike. And remember this night when the streets squared your debt and a little liquor was poured out so niggas don't forget the way these streets get down. So while we out here, we say that hustler's prayer, pop poetry.
Someone will reach out at
Y'all get us on Facebook, YouTube. We got a channel, compositiontv.tv. You can go to my website, poeticblack.weebly.com, or his website, britneypayne.weebly.com. We got a movement about to happen, and we just hope we looking for support, man. Pop poetry, new genre, man. We trying to bring it out to the people, man. Like, for real. It's like, look.
Give them a round of applause. They even have the web on them. When it's cold outside, don't put the coat on. And you only below boots or something. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming to TNT Tuesdays today. I said, give yourselves a round of applause for coming to TNT Tuesday today. Hold on. Are y'all enjoying yourselves? Yeah. So why I don't hear a lot of clapping? If you ain't here to see your friend perform, you should be clapping for everybody that touched this green stage. If you ain't here to see your friend get drunk, then you should be clapping to see your friend.